live for today. Exciting session today. Just pinging everyone on Discord so we can go ahead and get started. So we'll start with quick market overview. Disclaimer: haven't watched the market at all, so it's going to be as much as possible live. And I just want to check the... Man, this is incredible. You've got the S&P basically just... Stuff is just... And as we say in each stream, like if you want to take a position on BTC here, you have to take... I mean, BTC drew down 50% and the index is at all-time high. I know, you know, the Max 7 is not doing well, sure. But like if we look at Tesla what is down 20% from all-time high. So, you know, high time frame view does not change. On the 100K to million challenge, we're like 110. I don't want to push trades I'm not confident in, knowing that, you know, crypto is explosive to the upside when it wants to move. And yeah, as it stands, just, you know, I'm tempted to take some mean reversion trades here. You know, I'm still of the view here that we have a range forming here. And so if you really want to, like, you know, I guess a good trade you could take here is, you know, you go long here and you target the, you know, I guess on the 4 hour it looks pretty clean. So you can do that setup because your invalidation is the higher low here. I think this setup is one I could take. And you know, you basically just believe in the range. I'm not... The issue you have is the overhang on Iran. When you had like the C20 piece, I think the range here looks similar on ETH. So if you want to have higher beta, you know, you take ETH as a trade and your invalidation is just there. I think the risk return is good. Risk return on this trade is what, 5? I think you can even trim it down to like, you know, over here, and that still gives you a 3.8. I would actually take that trade. I'm already on an ETH long, but if I was not long, I would take this long. I think the sell-off you had was on just after the CME, and that was pretty much an overreaction. What you see is even MicroStrategy is man, that took such a beating. So I would say that's the trade idea. I'm not gonna... Do I want to put in this trade? Like what? How much am I risking? 2%. I think it's... we'll come back to more, but I think it's likely that this is a good trade. I think it's a good trade. Plus your Mondays, so like the headline risks are lower, I think. Iran's not likely to happen this week. I'm not sure. Honestly, I haven't checked the economic calendar so much. I'm just really locked in at the moment. But maybe we can take this trade. As I've said, I'm deployed on the margin, so I can't actually take this trade just now. We're just debating now. Do I take this trade? Do I do not take this trade? I think the you know, if I look at our tools, for broader context on whether I'm catching a falling knife here on BTC. On the 1 hour, just looking at. So you see, the cool thing about this tool is giving you the same invalidation. Like the 1 hour is looking fairly good, or you have. Is the OI declining? Yeah, OI is declining. CVD is bullish. What is? Yeah, CVD isn't that bullish, to be honest. And you can argue that you had. Did we even have some good volume? I think that is set up for mean reversion with like that's typically how I use that tool, and I think this setup is good. I would actually take this setup. Let me take the BTC setup. So there will be a tool to track the 100K to a million challenge. Today we don't it's just probably gonna ship this week, but so I'm just saying long. Actually, I think for higher beta we can probably get. I know ETH is a cursed asset, but I think the beta is probably it's probably better, and your invalidation here on ETH would be. What would be your invalidation? Invalidation would probably just be 1.7. Yeah, I mean invalidation is probably just 1.1800. So I'm just gonna go long ETH at stop. But yes, the issue is, and we can take the other tool. I like how we use the tools here, but we can take the market is a magnet tool to see where you want to place your stops. We have this, and you see where you want to take your TP is probably here on BTC. And I would actually take the, I think a BTC long is much cleaner. And I think the relative strength of BTC is higher than ETH. But if I take these levels, for example, on BTC, I would take a stop at 60 actually. Wait, I would take a stop at 62,000 stop. 62,500, and then the invalidation you have is this low. You don't want it to be chased, although you have a bit of liquidity. So here, if you were to test that, you probably just get a big exit. But you can see here the short liquidity we have is on 69, so the risk reward is decent. Again, you could have taken ETH, but for now we'll just end the market overview here. It's not the best. I'm not the sharpest now in the market. Just like this week specifically, I just haven't looked at it. Let me just do something real quick on the app. We're gearing up to launch, so exciting times, and I'm gonna show you a bunch of cool things. Honestly, doing so much stuff, doing so many different things that it's even hard to keep track of. But you want to stay productive. Like, you don't want to code stuff just to code stuff. You want to code stuff and maximize the efficiency of each. And now we are gearing up to launch our trading competition. We're onboarding quite some affiliates at the moment. Like we've onboarded our first affiliate at the moment. And I believe Superbase is having some issues. I'm just gonna run a migration quickly, and then I'm gonna get back to it. All the latest. So I'm cutting the trading competition tab. Route, sorry. Trading competition, and let's see how this looks like. Yeah, it looks bad. Looks pretty bad. Yeah, it really looks bad, to be honest. So it's just me seeing it for the first time. Like that's how when you vibe code something. Honestly, it looks so bad. Commit and pull. Sorry. Right, so let's see what we do. I'm just trying to push this, and then we have a Gucci actually worked on it, so I just want to pull the latest changes. And then I'm rebasing the branch, so we'll just check new changes. Gucci changed the nav bar. We'll see live how this looks like. And then we'll do a review of what we've done so far today. And like yesterday, after the stream. And if for today we can get the trading competition landing page to be live, that would be cool. And then I'm gonna show you the the stuff we've built. So what do we have? We're just all right. So whilst I'm on it, let me show you the tools we've built. So I'm at this point losing track of time, but I think this morning we've built the TWAP detector. Really, really cool stuff. Wait. Sorry. So you have, what's TWAPs versus time weighted average price. So if you want to execute big size in the market, you want to have as little slippage as possible. And okay, why do I have this? You want to have as little slippage as possible, and so you use TWAPs on like most of the exchanges have TWAPs. So when you want to close a long, you would TWAP short, and it's one of the. So context on this app is that I used to run this privately on a Rust algorithm, and then I just decided to open source and then vibe code the front end so it looks fancy. And we have a worker that is updating everything, basically scanning through all of the Binance perps pairs, and it's telling you, all right, let's see, cool, now we have, yeah, that looks pretty mint. We have the new nav bar, which looks really cool. Looks really cool. Gauthier did a crazy job here, and I'm just seeing it live. I think it looks cool. We've got a thing to really, really cool stuff. I guess the issue is wait. the fuck is this? The issue is, alright, so a bunch of my changes, wait, let's see. A bunch of my changes were taken over by Gautier's PR. How to fix? I know how to fix it. Let's just see, because I did actually quite a bit of work on this, and yeah, everything's just I think we had a merge conflict, and then we just decided to rebase the thing, but I wait, we actually have an issue here. We do have a good issue. I don't want to do it. Okay, wait. We do have an issue here, for example. Restore. Yeah, we do have, alright, so we're running into a merge conflict, but just coming back to this, sorry I'm diverting here a lot, but there are patterns in which you can dissect to find TWAPs. So the way it works is you look at the, well, different factors, and here you have the whole context. But we're looking at the bid-ask imbalance. We're looking at the size consistency, and we have what we call the DB scan clustering. And I'm not going to go into all of the details because I don't think it will interest all of you. But the end outcome is a tool that tells you how likely it is that there's a TWAP, and you can filter through for the size. So it's in real time, and there is a lot of noise on this. Not everything is relevant, but I can tell you that when something flashes strong on a clip that's high, so it can be strong, but on a clip that's 50K, here it's not very relevant. You have, it's a good edge in the market because you know that there's an aggressive seller that want to sell at any price, and that's where you usually get confirmation on the buyers. And you usually have to, sorry, I'm looking through a bunch of stuff. Replace V2 to the main route. And you usually have, that gives you good confirmation that you have a strong buyer, and that's on purpose on Binance. And you have roughly all the tickers, but I haven't run a back test. I haven't run a back test on this, but the hit rates that I know of is really, really, really good on this. So it's a tool I'm giving out for free, and anyone can use it. I think it's likely going to be paid to some degree or gated. I could also add signals on this. So that you get a signal when you have a strong, not only a strong TWAP, but also of high size. So it tells you the momentum of the market. And you have to use that with some confidence. Ideally, we could use these tools one day with like CVDs, so you know if you have someone's TWAPing out of a position in a very liquid market. So I don't know, OP for example. OP is a very useless coin, but if you're a pair trader, so you want to go short an asset. So OP, for example, you see is super weak. So like if I wanted to now trade actively, you know that there's a very strong, a strong TWAP on OP optimism, and you have nothing to support on the bid. So it's probably a good short. I mean, just to hedge, at least, and you could potentially plug your trading systems at some point so that you. Sorry, I was reading through the chat. So you hedge your position, and here, for example, you see the system is actually quite useful, where OP is like super weak, and it's probably coming from someone that wants to get out. We're talking about 60K pose, so not really significant, but still, I think it's a cool tool. The other thing that we've built is this market making algorithm. So we have mm.proper. So it's a market making algorithm, sorry, that I've built in the past that was running for Proper. That's why I've actually updated the number of revenues, the revenue we made, sorry, to plus $2, because today we've made $2.77, sorry. And this is the arbitrage profit that we've made on XBG, which I'm allocated to the Proper revenue pool. At some point we might do market making services, or like apply the same philosophy that we do to prop firm to market making. Not today, we're still super early, and I won't go too much into this deck specifically, but it's a pretty cool tool. Like, to just do a quick overview of what this does is it's looking at the prices of XBG, so token on both Arbitrum and Solana, and is looking at the spread between the two. And when you have a spread that's positive, our bot is filling the gap with the best size possible, depending on the liquidity there is on the pool. And then he's rebalancing the inventory automatically on through wormhole. And so you can see here the latency. You can see the different spreads that we have, and just some other interesting stats about the token. So here, you see the wormhole stuff, and then don't want to go into too many details here. We've also added a community section on Proper. So we have an AMA that's coming in just Thursday, and we are. Alright, so this looks weird now, but we have this community page where you can see the upcoming events, and you can see the things that might be of interest to you whenever you're watching this. So if you're watching this at a later date, I think that's going to be different. This is going to be the hub where we put the past AMAs. You have the stream Reminder that you can claim your badge. We've got a lot of badges left. You can ask a question here by connecting your Discord accounts. So here I think mine is already connected, but we can take the questions there, and then there will be some incentive programs on top of this. So that's going to be cool. You can also add it to your calendar if you wish. Checking now the updates we have, but I believe that is probably it for today. I think we'll end the stream actually just now. It's gonna be a short stream, but I wanna check. Like we've got some issues. So I just want to make sure we get that out of the way, and I still have to do publish the trading rules, work on the main product. The trading competition so far wait, where is the trading competition? We're onboarding quite some. Oh man, that looks bad. But I won't publish this just now. But in about 15 days, that's when we want to have the trading competition. We do have a Q activity here. If you're interested in trade perps, you can come and help us test and QA the product. It's going to be exciting. I think we'll start end of next, like a Tuesday, probably Thursday, and then run a good chunk of that over the weekend, and then the following week, so that we can launch the training competition, which is going to be a major stress test event for our infrastructure. I expect things to go badly, but that's going to be exciting. So thanks a lot for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can actually like and subscribe and do all that stuff. It really will help us. I'm streaming every day for I think I'm getting a new mic like tomorrow or the day after. So it's going to be cool. And one day I'll become a